What's up, Chem 1 students? Mr. Braun here. Today, I'm going to go over the pre-lab video for mole and mass relationships. Now, the purpose of this lab is we are going to investigate the stoichiometric relationships of the following chemical equation right here. Okay? So we're going to take this equation and get some stoichiometric relationships. A known mass of sodium hydrogen carbonate will react with excess hydrochloric acid to give us sodium chloride, carbon dioxide gas given off, and water. Now, when that reaction happens, we're going to use the molar ratio of the coefficients in the balanced chemical equation to do some calculations. Now, certain things that we need to go over safety-wise. We are using a 6 molar hydrochloric acid solution. That is the most concentrated solution that you will use this year in Chemistry 1. So it is very, very important that your goggles stay on all times. And if you would like, you can get an apron from the back of the room. 6 molar hydrochloric acid probably would burn a hole into your clothes if you would spill some on your clothes. So, I'm not saying you have to, but if you want an apron, you can go ahead and use one. We're going to take a clean, dry test tube, and we're going to put approximately 2.50 grams of sodium hydrogen carbonate into the test tube. Now, we're not going to use the test tubes that you have in your drawers. I have bigger test tubes on the back table. We're going to use these bigger test tubes. After we have the 2.50 grams of sodium hydrogen carbonate in the test tube, we're going to obtain 5 milliliters of the 6 molar hydrochloric acid. Now I'm going to put the 6 molar hydrochloric acid in the fume hood just because there's a chance that the vapors from this could burn your nose. I don't see that happening. Usually when that happens, it's with 12 molar, but we're going to take that safety precaution anyway. We are going to heat a test tube. One thing to remember, anytime we are heating a test tube, we need to take that test tube and point it up and towards the wall. It'd be real nice if you'd point it away from all of our computer equipment that are on the wall too. So we point the test tube up and to the wall. So what has happened here? We've taken the hydrochloric acid, we've slowly added it to the test tube to get to 2.50 sodium hydrogen carbonate, and we have the carbon dioxide given off. Once all that bubbling has stopped, then you're going to heat the test tube. The reason being is we need to drive off all of the water. Now, one thing you need to do is you need to make sure that you heat this very gently, because if any of the solution pops out of your test tube, it's going to affect the weight of the test tube once you're completed. So you need to heat this very slowly, and we'll do so by gently waving the Bunsen burner under the test tube. Okay. Once you've driven off all the water, you should just have a solid that is still in the test tube. You are going to let that test tube dry, mass the test tube in the contents, and then you'll be able to figure out the mass of the content of the test tube. Once you've got that mass, you can put water in the test tube, which will dissolve the substance that is in the test tube. So add water to the test tube, dissolve it, dump it down the drain, clean the test tube, dry it, put it back into your drawer, and you're ready to work on the post-lab calculations. Once again, this is Mr. Braun with the pre-lab video, Mole and Mass Relationship. Chem 1 students, Let's investigate.